made the decision to implement Tradex primarily for process improvement and cost reduction. We got to the point where we were receiving thousands of invoices via a paper route that we had to deal with in a more efficient manner. Tradex seemed the obvious route to do that.
I personally believe that the purchase to pay cycle is a process designed to fail rather than designed to succeed. Tradex is part of that solution to improve that process, make it more efficient.
To set up Tradex was probably one of the easiest implementations I've done. It was a matter of having someone come from Causeway to do a couple of changes to our CPA server, our main costing machine, and do some changes to our firewall to allow specific types of traffic out to the internet.
Tradex was easy to set up. The fact that it was an existing application with multiple other users meant that we weren't acting as guinea pigs at all, and therefore it was a smooth implementation. I wouldn't have done a great deal differently at all. I believe we got the major components of the project correct. The key one, I would say, is the fact that it's important to have a project manager who's leading the project, who's actually got the time to spend on the implementation.
We had some issues around attachments that come with the invoices. We had to review the process and go back and make some minor changes. If we'd had spent more time reviewing the business process, then we may have avoided that. It's a website, and there's no more complex than that. Once you understand the process of Tradex, using the website becomes very, very intuitive.
The acid test for me was how the accounts payable clerks were going to get on with the application, and that's gone extremely well, so I'm very happy with how that's gone.
The main benefits from using Tradex are the obvious ones. We no longer have to manually handle invoices. They're received electronically. They go through a series of validation rules before they enter our systems. So we don't have so many invoice queries to deal with. They just turn up, they go in, and we can then process them when we're good and ready.
All invoices submitted need to meet our business rules, and any failures, the suppliers are notified immediately and not a couple of weeks down the line when they're asking for payment.
The main and obvious benefit is that we used to employ someone full-time to register the invoices. We now no longer need to employ anyone to do that.
The key to getting the success that we've achieved, which is 90% of our accounts payable suppliers are now on Tradex within 12 months or slightly less than that, is definitely by having a good plan. A well-managed project and having the resource there to project manage that. Obviously working well with Causeway and the Tradex team, but probably the most important thing has been very clear with suppliers up front that Tradex was the only way we're going to go, and that's if they want to get paid they need to go down the Tradex route. Having said that and being firm about that, actually explaining the position to suppliers and being cooperative rather than dictatorial with suppliers was a key part of that process. So we held things like open days and seminars for suppliers. We had a helpline for suppliers which was run in conjunction with the Tradex team.
The key was to follow the Causeway advice, which was be bold. At the end of the day, the suppliers need to believe that you're serious with the implementation project, and that unless they submit invoices electronically, they're not going to get paid after the deadline.
Tradex enables us to reduce the amount of paper that we use because we're able to trade electronically. Being green is really important to McNicholas. Tradex hits the mark.